Alright fam, so today I'm here to do the 2 books, 1 stone tag. I was tagged by the lovely Kaz over at Cats and Camera, and I will leave a link to her channel in the description down below, as well as the creator of this tag. The first question is the second to last book you read, and that would be Beyond the Blackboard by A.M. Strickland, right? Yeah. It's about this girl who can soul walk, which essentially means that every person has a room, essentially, that's their soul, and she can enter the rooms of people's souls if she's close to them. And so it's about that, and she is also ace, so that's cool. And she has this black door that follows her around, and she's told not to open it, and you can guess what happens. So yeah, that's what essentially this book is about. I liked it. I mean, I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't love it. So she's ace, but she's not aromantic, so there is romance in this book, and I wasn't really on board with the romance, to be honest. But if you think that sounded interesting from my vague synopsis, go ahead and read it, fam. Make up your own mind. I'm not here to give the passing judgment on everything. Number 2 is the second book from the top of your TBR. So I have a little stack of books beside my TV. I'm not going to show it to you because that would require moving my phone, and it's a mess over there, so you're just not going to see that. So you're just going to have to trust me that the second from the top is Dragon Pearl. This is a Rick Riordan Presents book, and I think it's about Korean mythology, with the spirit foxes and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure there's a non-binary character. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. I think that's why I bought this book. I have heard some mixed things about this book that worry me, but hopefully I enjoy it. And yeah, I plan to read it this month for Asian Heritage Month, because it's one of the 2 books that I own by Asian authors that I haven't read yet. But yeah, it's on my TBR stack, so that means I'm gonna hopefully read it. I just might get distracted by other books that I may have bought in the mail. Book haul coming for you soon. I gotta get 2 more books, and then the book haul will come, okay? Number 3 is 2 2-star reads. Now, I don't own either of these books anymore. I unhauled them. But that would be The Secret History, which is a murder mystery that's boring as fuck. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And then Looking for Alaska, which is about, I thought they were pretentious teenagers. I know some people love it and don't think they're pretentious teenagers, but I felt like they were pretentious teenagers, and I did not like the way that the main character obsessed over the love interest. I just didn't like it. I'm sorry. I read this a hot second ago, so maybe if I reread it, I'd like it more, but I already got rid of it, and I have no plans to read it again, so there you go. Number 4 is 2 great books by the same author, and I'm going with We Are the Ants and the Past and Other Things That Should Stay Buried by Sean David Hutchinson. So We Are the Ants is about a guy with suicidal ideation, and he has to save the world by pressing a button, but he doesn't want to press the button because he wants to die, essentially. That's the book. And then The Past and Other Things That Should Stay Buried is about these 2 friends. One of the friends is dead. She is a zombie because they don't know why, but she's a zombie, and there was unresolved conflict when she died, so it's about them struggling to resolve their past friendship drama, and also trying to figure out why she's a zombie. So both of these are excellent, and they both have queer characters. The main character in both of these is queer. There's a trans character love interest in this one, and yeah, so 2 great books. Number 5 is 2 bails, or 2 books you wish you had bailed on, or 2 books you hated. The 2 books that I'm going with are Gone Girl, which I'm not really sure how to explain the plot of, because I only listened to the audiobook for like an hour, maybe 2. I didn't listen to much of it. I didn't really get into it. It's like it's not a murder mystery. It's like a missing person mystery. Like, this wife goes missing, and it's her husband is trying to figure out what happened. So yeah, that I just wasn't getting into the audiobook, and I have the physical copy, so I'm gonna read the physical copy eventually. I just wasn't getting into the audiobook. The other book is in a similar vein, and that's We Hunt the Flame. I checked the audiobook out from the library, gave it a listen. I listened to about, I think, 2 hours, and it was a fantasy with a bunch of words that I didn't know, and I just couldn't get into it. Also, the narrators were the same narrators from the audiobook of the Scorpio races, so I had a hard time disconnecting the two. So I'm going to, again, read that in physical form and hopefully enjoy it a lot more. But those are 2 audiobooks that I bailed on. Number 6 is 2 favorite reads so far this year, and for that I'm going with The Fever King and Spellhacker. So, The Fever King is about this world in which magic will kill you or give you superpowers. And this guy named Gnome, his dad and him get sick. His dad dies, he gets superpowers, he's sent off to the military, and yeah, it follows his adventures, I guess you would say, into the military and all that shenanigans, and there's some political intrigue. There's a lot of political intrigue. And there's also a slow burn romance, so it's pretty fucking lit. Spellhacker, on the other hand, does not, well, it has like kind of a slow burn romance, but not really. The romance is notable because it is a female non-binary romance, because the love interest is non-binary and I would die for them. But anyway, the book is about this group of friends who go on heists together, and they go on their last heist and they find out something that's gonna change the world, so they gotta save it. So it's real lit. I really like it. Really like The Fever King too. I'm waiting for The Electric Air, which is the sequel to The Fever King. And that's the book that I'm waiting on for the haul. So hopefully I get it soon. Number 7 is 2 new favorite booktubers. And for this, I'm going with Angela over at Literature Science Alliance. I met her through Quarantine Pages, and I introduced her to Check Please, and she loves it, and I'm so happy. Hopefully she reads a lot of adult fantasy, so like hopefully I'm gonna get some adult fantasy recommendations and start reading those at some point so I can broaden my horizons. And then there is Noria from Noria Reads. She's one of the hosts of Quarantine Pages, and I picked her because I was reading The Poppy War, and when I said that I was reading The Poppy War, she had a time with because a lot of us during Quarantine Pages were reading The Poppy War at the same time, and she just had a time with us. She was just like, oh my god, y'all, you gotta tell me what happens, how you feel, it's gonna break you, ha ha ha. So yeah, go check both of them out, they're really cool. Number 8 is a book you've read twice. And so Kaz did All for the Game, which I was going to do All for the Game, because I can't do the Song of Achilles, because I technically read the Song of Achilles 3 times, because I read it twice, and then I listened to the audiobook, so I can't do that. And then I was like, okay, so I have the Six of Crows duology, I have the Raven Cycle, and then I have All for the Game. I was going to do All for the Game, but Kaz did All for the Game, so instead I'm going with the Raven Cycle. Specifically Blue Lily Lily Blue, because it's my favorite, and I didn't feel like holding up all 4 books. So, the Raven Cycle, in case you were not aware, is about this group of teenagers searching for a dead Welsh king, and there's Maggie Seifert, the author, calls it a contemporary fantasy. It's not magical realism. I guess it's fabulism, if you want to put a specific label on it. But yeah, it's a contemporary fantasy. There's some magic involved, but it's mainly a contemporary. So yeah, it's really good. I highly enjoyed it, and I'll read it probably again at some point. Number 9 is 2 fabulous quotes from books you've read recently. Now, these are both from the Poppy War, because the Poppy War, man, has so many good quotes. So many good quotes. So, I picked 2 from the Goodreads list that I found, and the first one is, war doesn't determine who's right, war determines who remains. Which, like, come on, that's fucking powerful, y'all, like, and so true. Like, it's not about winning and losing, it's just about surviving. So anyway, there's that one. But the next one is gonna really hit you hard. I had to leave out some of, like, the dialogue tags because I couldn't write it all on my piece of paper here. But the quote is essentially these 2 lines of dialogue. You get the point. So it's, they were monsters. They were not human. Have you ever considered that that was exactly what they thought of us? So, yeah. Like, y'all, the Poppy War is so good, and it like fucking destroyed me. I am anxiously awaiting the second book, which is coming with the second book of The Fever King, The Electric Heir. They're both coming together, and I don't know which one I'm gonna read first. Probably the sequel to the Poppy War, because it's Asian Heritage Month. And I really need a sequel to the Poppy War because I am deceased. And number 10 is tag a number of booktubers, and the total must be divisible by 2. So, I'm only going to tag 2 people, and that is Graham over at the archive, because, like, this is our thing. We tag each other in all of our tag videos. And I want to see Angela do this as well. Angela from Literature Science Alliance, who I mentioned earlier. I would love to see her take on this tag. And so those are the 2 people I'm going to tag. I will leave the links to their channels in the description down below. And your fun fact for the day. My hair is purple. I finally got it to be purple. We're very excited about that. Look forward to the haul video coming your way whenever I get the Dragon Republic and the Electric Heir in the mail. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.